Alright everybody, let's give this a whirl here again. What I am going to do here is show you how to use Karel with TicTacToe. So let's say we run this and we enter in a grid size, let's say grid size 3, and you can see here that Karel pops up immediately. Now I've done some extra work. I've changed the color of the walls here. I've drawn in a horizontal wall and a vertical wall here so that you could see clearly what Karel is doing, where he's at. But the rest of this, when we play the game, should work accordingly. So if I type in cell 0, Karel goes into this upper corner here because that is row 0, column 0 according to our TicTacToe game. I've made Karel invisible right now so that it's easier to see the beepers. You don't have to wonder whether he's standing on top of a beeper or not. And the game proceeds as follows. Cell 2, cell 4, cell 3, and let's see, there's not so many I can do anymore. Cell 7, 8, and the game is over. Player 1 wins. Okay. I am going to run this again. 3. And this time I want to point out that if I do some error, then the error checking from before should still work just as it did from the previous parts of the project. If I type in a ridiculous number like -120 or 99, all of these errors, all these error checking and validations should still work as it did before. And then the game ends as so. If I go one more time, and I can show you that if I type in a larger grid, Karel should still behave accordingly. And again, I added these extra horizontal and vertical walls just so we could see a little bit more clearly. And you can see that the game still works. And again, I've made Karel invisible just so that it's a little bit easier to see the dots here. Okay. And when the game is over, Karel should be able to tell you that the game is over. So that's about it for the behavior of this problem. The same behavior as we had before, except with the minor change that everything is going to display and show up on the Karel world.